Hello everyone, I am Priti Giri and today we will be discussing about biomolecules, the introductory part. In this video, we will be discussing about what are biomolecules, where are they present, how are they classified and what are their different types. Biomolecules, as the term suggests, are the molecules related to living things. These are the molecules present as well as produced inside the living system. Living system as if living cells like plants, animals, microorganisms. Now as we all know that cell is the basic unit of life and each cell is made up of different molecules. These molecules are associated with a specific type of function required for the normal growth, development and functioning of the cell. The term biomolecule in itself is a vast term that constitutes numerous organic and inorganic compounds. Now, the very first question that arises in our mind is that are all living organisms, either it could be of plant, animal or microbe origin, made up of the same elements and compounds? So the answer to this question is yes. The elements and compounds that constitutes the biomolecules are same in all living organisms. That is, the major elements like carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen, phosphorus, sulfur and so on are same in all the living organisms. The only thing that differs is the concentration or quantity of these elements in the cell type. Now, how do we analyze the chemical composition of the cell in order to find out the different types of organic or inorganic compounds present in the cell? So, for doing so, collect any cell type, either plant origin, animal origin or microbe origin. Grind that cell in dilute trichloroacetic acid using a mortar and pestle. Now, after doing so, we'll obtain a thick slurry. And that slurry is filtered through a cheesecloth or filter paper. After filtration, we will get two fractions. The first liquid fraction or the filtered part is termed as filtrate or acid soluble pool, whereas the other part, the solid one, is termed as the retentate or acid insoluble pool. Now, acid soluble pool means it is the fraction which contains the molecules that are soluble in acid, whereas the retentate fraction or the acid insoluble fraction is the fraction that contains the molecules or compounds that are not soluble in acids. Now, after seeing these two fractions, the very first difference that was observed in both the fraction was the molecular weight. The molecular weight of the acid soluble pool was found to be 18 to 800 Dalton, whereas the molecular weight of the acid insoluble pool was found to be greater than 10,000 Dalton. And this is how the classification of biomolecule began. On this basis, biomolecules were specifically classified on the basis of their molecular weight as micromolecules and macromolecules. Now, let us move to the specific types. Micromolecules. These are the low molecular weight compounds whose molecular weight ranges from 18 to 800 Dalton. These molecules are required in very low concentration by the cell. Micromolecules generally includes inorganic compounds like mineral salts, that is calcium, potassium, magnesium, sulfur, all the mineral salts. And it also contains some part of organic compounds. Now, what are these organic compounds? These are basically the monomer unit of the polymers or the macromolecules. Now, what are these monomer units? We'll see it in the next slide. Macromolecules. So, these are the high molecular weight compound whose molecular weight is greater than 10,000 Dalton. These molecules are required in high concentration by the cell. Macromolecules basically include four types of organic compounds, that is carbohydrates, lipids, proteins and nucleic acids. Now these macromolecules are large polymers or large weight compounds which are made from small monomeric unit. These monomeric units are termed as the building blocks of these polymers. Now what are these monomer units? So if you see at the bottom there is a chain like structure. In this structure there are 5 bricks which are connected with each other. So a single brick represents a monomeric unit which on combining with other monomeric unit gave rise to a polymeric unit, and this is why the monomeric unit are termed as the building blocks of the polymers. Now the 4 different types of organic compounds are made from 4 different types of monomeric unit. So they are monosaccharides, amino acids, nucleotides and fatty acids. Monosaccharides gave rise to carbohydrates, amino acids gave rise to proteins, fatty acids gave rise to lipids and nucleotides gave rise to nucleic acids, either DNA or RNA. So this was all about the different types of biomolecules, micromolecules as well as macromolecules. Now after saying all this, the question that arises in my mind was, what would be the least concentration of compound that is or that must be required by any cell type? Obviously the cellular composition of all cell will be different, but what would be the least or minimum criteria of or concentration of compounds that will be required by each and every cell? So this table represents the minimum or least concentration of those compounds. As if you can see, the water each or any cell type requires 70 to 90% of water so as to maintain the hydration as well as moisturization of the cell. Now proteins 10 to 15%, carbohydrates 3%, lipids 2%, nucleic acid 5 to 7% and ions 1%. That doesn't mean that each and every cell will be requiring only this much of concentration. There could be some cell which must be requiring 20% of proteins, 10% of carbohydrates, 12% of lipids and so on. It could be either increase in a drastic range or little bit, but yes, this is the least criteria. And if you see in this list, ions, which is a inorganic compound or micromolecule, is required in very low concentration. As I mentioned earlier, that micromolecules are required in low concentration. So that's all. Hope this video will be helpful. Thank you very much.